So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. Before we get started, the main thing that I want to showcase here, other than the ridiculousness of this case and how it is that this woman is deciding to proceed, with this as if she is 100% justified in this ridiculous within this circus, is the fact of the masculinity, the aggression, right, that she is showcasing and also displaying and giving to the judge that is presiding over the case at this moment in time in this video. She and many other Black women are the main reasons why stereotypes exist. They are the reasons that give stereotypes any type of legs to walk on, any type of room to even breathe or even move around. So like I said before, if you want to get mad at stereotypes, you might want to get mad at the people who make them true.
I'm looking here, what is it? Intentional infliction of emotional distress?
Yes.
Is that the claim here?
Yes, okay. It
is. That's not something that's really justiciable in district court.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I said that's not something that's justiciable in district court. That has to be brought in circuit court.
So you said it's not permissible in district court. It has to be taken to circuit court?
That's an equitable action, yes. Mr. Jordan, let me just ask you this. Are you planning to represent yourself on this?
To be honest with you, sir, I thought this was just going to be thrown out. We had a date, one date, and nothing else after that. And now I'm being sued for $10,000.
Another one.
To be honest with you, sir, I thought this was just going to be thrown out. We had a date, one date, and nothing else after that. And now I'm being sued for $10,000.
I am so embarrassed for my people today.
I don't see how this is going to go any further. I think it's a waste of your time.
The problem is this, if you think it should be dismissed, you need to file the appropriate motion. You need to file a motion to ask for that.
In that letter, he lied. And then that's what brought forth the perjury. It was never perjury in the beginning. It was perjury after his response.
All right, so just because one person is dumb doesn't mean that everybody else has to be dumb as well. Perjury, the crime that occurs when an individual willfully makes a false statement during a judicial proceeding after he or she has taken an oath to speak the truth. The common law crime of perjury is now governed by both state and federal law, in addition to the Model Penal Code, which has been adopted in some form and promulgated by the Commission, and uniform state laws. Also set forth the following basic elements for the crime of perjury. Number 1, a false statement is made under oath or equivalent affirmation during a judicial proceeding. Number 2, the statement must be material or relevant to the proceedings. And number 3, the witness must have the specific intent to deceive. The punishment for perjury in most states and under federal law is the imposition of a fine, imprisonment, or both. Federal law also imposes sentencing enhancements when the court determines that a defendant has falsely testified on her own behalf and is convicted. Under the federal sentencing guidelines, the court is required to automatically increase the defendant's sentence.
Well, you can't say, listen, he has the right to put whatever is in the answer.
I'm not
without
saying he
adding
can't,
another
but
count. You can't add another count because you don't like or you disagree with what is in his answer.
if he responds and his response is a lie, it's perjury, then my documents will prove that he lied in his response.
No.
I think she's dumb. I think she's dumb. Are you, like, medically speaking, are you like, I'm not trying to be mean. Like, are you dumb? I think she's dumb. I think she's dumb. I think she's dumb. I think, do you think she's dumb?
No. It's his version. First of all, do you understand what perjury is?
Yes, I understand perjury is a lie. I know what perjury means.
Perjury is a statement, a false statement made under oath. So
exactly, and I got documents that prove he was lying.
What?
You don't understand. It's a false statement made under oath. Under oath.
That stated a
when
lie.
did he testify to something that he lied about? It's a statement made, a false statement made under oath.
Bottom line is, you said it's a criminal offense, so I will send it to circuit court. Are we done here?
Y'all finished or y'all done?
No, you don't understand, ma'am. You don't understand.
Are we done here? Are we done here?
Perjury is
what perjury means. I know exactly what perjury means. I know what perjury means. Are we done here?
You don't.
Is it a criminal offense or not?
What statement? I don't see anything in the complaint that says he made some false statement under oath.
Gotcha, bitch.
Because you don't know what happened. You're on the outside looking in. You don't know anything.
But you're the plaintiff. Wait a minute. You are the plaintiff.
Are we done here?
You have to lay out your allegations properly.
Are we done here?
No, we're not.
Exactly what perjury means.
No, we're
Do
not.
not insult my intelligence.
You have to
do not insult my intelligence.
You have to lay your.
Please do not insult my intelligence.
Complaint out. You have to allege this in the complaint. You have not.
Please do not insult my intelligence.
Hate you, bitch. I wish I never met you. God, why did you bring this bitch to me? Hello?
It's not about that. You don't think. I don't think you understand what perjury is. It's a false statement made under oath.
Are we done here? Are we done here? Please do not insult my intelligence.
I said no.
Do not do that. Do not do that. Do not insult my intelligence as if I do not understand what the word perjury means. Do not. If it's a criminal offense, then it's a criminal offense.
Well, ma'am, it should not have been filed in district court if you want intentional infliction of emotional distress.
Okay, so that's a criminal offense.
Are you going to dismiss it and refile it?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to dismiss it. I will file another case in circuit. But as far as I'm concerned,
you can't have two cases on the ma'am. You can't have two cases going on the same issue.
Well, I'm not dismissing the case. If you want to dismiss it, that's up to you. But I, as a plaintiff, am not dismissing the case.
He has to make a proper motion.
Well, that's on him.
But I can also transfer the venue to circuit.
Yes, that's what I thought, because there were other cases that should have been transferred somewhere else. So that's okay.
Okay, I'm going to do that. Ma'am, what about his costs associated with appearing because you filed it in the wrong court?
I need to see because I was not aware, since you said perjury was not on there, I was not aware that a criminal offense for intentional infliction of emotional distress was considered a criminal offense there, that it had to be.
I didn't say that. Forward. That is not what I said.
Yes,
that is not what I said. I said that. No, I didn't. You said that.
You stated
I said that circuit.
You stated that the criminal. You stated that emotional infliction of emotional distress is a criminal offense, and you stated that perjury is a criminal offense. But you also stated that perjury is not on the document that I placed forth before you. So criminal offense would not.
It's not in the complaint.
On there.
It's not in the complaint.
I need you to show me. I need you to show me the document which states that intentional infliction of emotional distress is indeed and in fact a criminal offense.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Because that's the original offense that was placed on there.
I never said that. I never said that.
Yes, you did.
I never said that.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not. Ma'am,
yes, you did.
Listen. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with you. I will repeat to you what I said.
I'm not either.
I said
that's
that intentional. You need to be quiet while I'm talking. You need to be quiet. Can you mute her, please?
Because perjury is a criminal offense. It has to go to circuit court.
That will not make her hear you.
Intentional infliction of emotional distress.
Again, just because one person is stupid in class doesn't mean that we all have to be stupid. So here we go. Intentional infliction of emotional distress. The tort of intentional infliction of emotional distress, or IIED, occurs when one acts abominably or outrageously with intent to cause another to suffer severe emotional distress, such as issuing the threat of future harm. Facie case: A. The defendant acts. B. The defendant's conduct is outrageous. C. The defendant acts for the purpose of causing the victim emotional distress so severe that it could be expected to adversely affect mental health. And D. The defendant's conduct causes such distress. First Amendment limits on IIED liability. Certain intentional actions which may meet the prima facie case for the IIED, particularly as resulted to outrageous conduct components, may not qualify for tort liability as IIED, depending on the person at whom the conduct is directed or who commits the actions. Typically, a court will not assign IIED tort liability to a defendant who speaks harmful about public figures. Further, as per Texas versus Johnson 1989, government may not prohibit the expression of an idea simply because society finds the idea itself offensive or disagreeable. Possible defenses: if the plaintiff gives consent to the defendant to engage in the outrageous conduct, then courts will likely not consider the conduct to be outrageous, thus negating the prima facie claim. Further, context matters as well. If the conduct is done in a situation in which it may be deemed normal or appropriate, then the prima facie claim is likely negated. At the end of the day, this was 100% ridiculousness. This is foolishness, and this was a waste of the court's time. It was also stated that this woman has had 12 other lawsuits that she has either tried to go through or that she might be still going through at this moment in time. As she stated before, she was like, well, I feel that the other cases that I have should have been pushed to another court, as well. I've never seen a person so emboldened to feel as though that they know more about the law versus an actual judge. This is the most incredible sight that I have ever seen in my life. This is ridiculous. 100% ridiculous. It also states that she has a history of filing frivolous lawsuits, including several in 2020 against the Flint Police Department for $300 million and AT&T that have both been since dismissed. It states that her Facebook claims that she works at FedEx, Huntington National Bank, and General Motors over the past few years and has been a widow since 2005. She appears to have been unemployed since June 7th. Her Instagram has a link in a bio to a maximum photo shoot that has since been taken down, while her bio also claims that she is also celibate. Short must now pay fees and expenses for the transfer within 56 days, or the case will not only be heard by the circuit court, it will not only be not heard by the circuit court, but it will be dismissed. Like I said, this is 100% ridiculousness. And as I've told black women before, there are a lot of women out here who fit the stereotypes that people talk about. When you go through social media, when you go through these movies, when you see all of the exaggerated caricatures, when you hear about the angry black woman, the aggressive black woman, tell me clear cut, what did you just see and hear in that video? I saw somebody that was disgruntled. I saw somebody that was angry. I saw somebody that was aggressive. I saw somebody who not even a judge could tell what's correct and incorrect. That woman by herself basically stated that she knew more about the law versus the judge presiding during that time. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And I promise you, more than likely, there's a very great chance that she would not have had that same mouth if it was a white man sitting in that seat. Because I'm going to say that due to the fact of how she disrespected, right, the first black man who was the one that supposedly was going to go on a date with her. That dude dodged the bullet. This is why I'm very happy that that dude did not go through with anything. I'm happy that they did not sleep together. I'm happy that nothing came from that, because he would have been stuck with that for the rest of his life. And I promise you, that would have been a sorry, sore sight. And then on top of that, she further doubled down and disrespected the judge, who was a black man who spent his time going through school, going through law books, presiding over cases, being a lawyer. He did all of these things in order to fill and to get the seat that he has. And she has the gall to literally try to state to the judge that he does not know anything about the law. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I would have loved for this to actually be in court so he could have just thrown her in jail. Her mouth is enough. Her mouth was 100% enough. That was ridiculous. I'm shocked that the judge didn't just like walk out. But like, you know what? I ain't even doing this. You said you telling me I don't know about the law? You got it. You can be the judge then. I'm not even presiding over this case. You preside over your own case. Like I said, I would have loved it if the judge could have just thrown her directly in jail. Her mouth is reckless. Her motives are reckless. See, she is not only detrimental to herself, but also to all the other men that are directly out here who are either in her life or around her life, because she ain't nothing but like damaged goods. That's it. That woman needs to, if she is celibate, stay celibate. Stay by yourself for the rest of your life. Get a dog, get a cat, get a tree, get a plant. Start getting like one of those wasabi trees, whatever it is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Shibudos, I'm thinking about Pokemon, whatever it is. Go ahead and get one of those, because you don't need to be with no man ever again.